YouTube, welcome back to the channel, Bikes and Bullets. Checking in with you. This video, we're going to talk about hydraulic hoses and their cost on the BH150 backhoe. Now, I understand that there are a couple of manufacturers out there that make this design backhoe. Engineers and designers got together and put their heads together to create this piece of machinery right here for our tractors. And this is the particular TYM, again, BH150 backhoe. And it's open station, as you all know. And there's been a lot of chatter out there about not having enough room if you're a big dude, like over 6 feet, or 6 feet and above like me, or just a big dude in general. Some of us have big feet. I'll even show you. I'm wearing flip-flops right now, so. Note this hose and where it was put, and the other hose here. You have a pressure and relief for these. These are the main hoses that come out of the valve body for the hydraulics on the oh, I'm drawing a blank, but I'm not going to edit this out. On your operator station, okay, for your controls. So you have, these are the main hoses that come out of the control box that are routed. For some reason, somebody thought it was brilliant to put these slots here to bring the hoses out. That wouldn't have been such a problem had they just made the platform a little bit longer. Wouldn't have been a problem. Complacency getting on and off, on and off, on and off of this station. Everybody gets complacent. Human practical application. All right, let's talk about why this is an issue. I shut this down immediately when I saw it happen, or when I did it. This is actually my fault, but albeit my fault, still, I believe, a design flaw. Getting on and off the tractor. Now you have a couple of cleats here, one here and then one on the other side, used to step up on, right? Step up on the backhoe here. I normally don't, albeit when the stabilizers are down, it does leave you room to use this cleat here to step up and down. Normally, I step up off the frame right here, right? It's just easier. I'm 53 years old, got bad knees. Thank you, Marine Corps. But anyways, I find it easier for me, step here and use the handle here and step up onto the station. But here's where it gets weird. I wear a size 12. So then you got to swing your leg up and over because you got no room in between the seat and the control station here. So you got to step over, swing a leg over. And your heel will indeed, unless you're completely 1,000% mindful each and every time you step up and off, up and off, down and up on the station here. And eventually you're going to hit that hose right there. And this is what happens. Now I weigh, about 220 pounds, 230 pounds. So this lip right here started denting in and cutting the hose. Here's right here where my thumb is where I actually pierced the hose, and it's a little bit wet. That's what this video is about. Now, once you do this, you go, okay, I'm going to pay for this. This is actually my fault for not being mindful. 1,000% of the time, human practical application dictates, like I said, stepping on, stepping off, stepping on, stepping off. And swinging your leg around, your feet shifting around on the platform here on the deck, you're going to hit that hose. When this happens, what do? Well, you got to replace the hose. Me, I'm the OEM purchaser. I'm the guy that likes to buy OEM parts. If I bust something, I'm not looking for something aftermarket. I'm looking to replace it with OEM. That's what I usually do with all of my stuff. I try to stay away from a lot of aftermarket, inferior materials, things like that, when I'm looking for replacement components and or parts. This hose is no exception. So I did some digging. There was some confusion after speaking with a couple of dealers. And the BH200 backhoe, post 2020, right? These hoses are the same, these main hoses here. You have a P and a T side on the hydraulic station. And you have a pressure and a return, right? You have a T side, which is on this side, which would be my left facing back. And then you have the P side, pressure side, which is facing my right, facing out this way. And this is going to be the P pressure hose. So, all right. The cost. If I want to go OEM versus have a hose made, which is what a lot of you out there are probably going to talk about, is, well, just go have a hose made. Again, I just thought I'd, at least find out how much one of these hoses was going to be. Okay, for this side right here, this particular hose, it's $530 to replace it. The other side, that one is $590. So just point of this is be careful each and every time. Now you got to be mindful each and every time. I know you got a lot going on in your heads, like I do when I'm up and on, off and on this station here, and it's dirty because I use the heck out of it for, as you've been watching my videos, pulling out stumps, things like that, digging trenches, whatever. I use the heck out of this little BH150 backhoe, and I'm actually extremely impressed with what 25 horsepower can do running this backhoe. So anyways, that's it. Just wanted to talk about these hoses here, and those engineers and designers that did this, they could have at least just, okay, we get it with the seat. The Rusty Garage and Homestead, he did a pretty good video. I believe Tony's Tractor Adventure, he did a video about these seats and mentioned it. Others have as well, about moving your seat back, right? Give you some room for your knees and whatnot to come in here. But once you get up there, it's not bad. But this right here, I haven't seen anything. Nobody mentioned these out there, reference these hoses. And any experience you've had, they could have at least lined this with some rubber, right? Or something that would soften, any pressure you put on it with this sharp edge right here. And it's steel, right? I mean, it's not like sharp that will cut you, but it's sharp enough to actually start digging into a hose, as you can see, right? So anyways, that's it. That's all I'm mentioning. No, this does not take away whether or not I like my backhoe, my tractor or not. I absolutely love this thing. I'm having tons of fun with it. And this is just something of an FYI for the DIY out there. And I'm going to replace this myself. As you know, there's a warranty period on the backhoe new. I believe it's a year. The same with the loader on the tractor. But the tractor itself is 6 years. Right? And yes, it's dirty. I'm going to wash it. For some of you, I might even armor all the tires, if that makes you happy. But I just hadn't gotten around to wash it because I've been using the heck out of it over my property. So anyways, there it is. The part number. I'm going to go ahead and make a video about this, the removal and installation on what it's going to take to actually fish this thing out of there. This box is going to have to come apart. in order to unbolt it, unscrew it from the hydraulic solenoid station there. So I'll make a video about that. But this has gone on long enough. I don't edit my videos. I know some of you out there go, oh, he stumbles over his words, he says a lot of ums, he must not be educated, blah 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 blah. Don't care about that. That's not what this is. This is to pay it forward and have fun while you're doing it. I'm having the time of my life. So it's a bummer that they charge that kind of money for a hose when we all know it shouldn't be like that. So based on some design engineering flaw of placement. But anyways, I'm going to probably build a cover that goes across. Once I put the new hose on, I'll build a cover that comes across made of steel. That way it doesn't pinch or kink the hose. So it'll protect it, basically a protective cover for that, which is what should have been done. Or they should have at least lengthened this deck a little bit more and had it shift further back for these little portholes that come out of the deck. Anyways, there it is. Just my opinion. Sorry the video went on for as long as it did, but to articulate this, I mean, you got to always bring in human practical application, you know. It's not just saying, hey, you know, my hose burst and, you know, that's from stepping on it. And then people go, well, that's because you're stupid. Well, in real life, people become complacent, mindless, right? Because they're thinking about other things when they're running their equipment. And eventually, you're going to step on your hose. It might take 5 times. It might take 20 times. But eventually, disturbing that hose and rubbing that hose, it will wear it. And the amount of pressure that comes through these lines, right? You're talking 13, 15 gallons a minute, you know, running that backhoe. I mean, that could be a bad, I mean, the moment I saw this, man, I reached over and I brought the RPMs down and I shut the tractor off. So, and then I went ahead and moved the joysticks around to depressurize it. I'm just glad that it didn't leak as much. It did leak quite a bit down here, right? This is just what you're seeing on the deck, right? But it did leak quite a bit down here. So I'm going to clean all this up. Again, I'm going to do a video about replacing this hose right here. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down, doesn't matter. Either way, the algorithm is going to put this out there. So like I said, I haven't seen any videos out there for any replacement on these hydraulic lines and hoses. So, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So if you're new to the channel, thumbs up, subscribe. And if you're not new to the channel, you know what to do. So thanks for watching. Bikes and Bullets. I'm out.